to win MasterChef Australia.
I've got to try this. I'm not saying I'm going to win this.
This is way out of my comfort zone.
Thankfully, first up to face the judges was somebody who wasn't lacking in confidence.
I'm James. I'm 47 years of age. I'm here because I've been given a gift, and that's to create. I know how to make your taste buds shake. Let's go, mate.
Are you a flamboyant cook?
Absolutely, yeah, it's got to be first class. I'm just zip zap in the kitchen.
Yeah. High energy?
Yeah, full on. I'm doing blue swimmer chili crab. I invented the dish myself, and it's such an incredible dish, and an incredible chef will just recognise it. So, there we go.
So James is ready to face the judges, but are the judges ready to face James?
I'm going to show you today what South Australia's got to offer. I steamed the crabs and I made a broth out of the shells.
Yeah, so roast them off, or did you?
No, not roast them off, just boil the crap out of them.
Yeah, OK.
You know?
Quick taste, got any lemon juice or anything going in there, or no?
All natural. If you start throwing lemons and
So you're telling me crab and lemon doesn't go?
You can put it on after, but not while you're cooking it.
Why are you here? What do you want to be? What's the plan?
I'm here because I'm good at what I do. And I rarely make the stuff up. In fact, I don't even make the stuff up. Everything I make and create is sensational. You know, just got to reduce it. Matty over there, he's looking at me and he's thinking, what's this guy up to?
Yeah.
Hey?
Well, I'm trying to work out how much there is coming out of your mouth. And
I'm a good spinner. There's no doubt about it because I'm professional. But I'll tell you what, when I do say something, it's fair dinkum. I'll give you the best, and that's the way I am. Yep.
Yeah. OK. So, nearly there?
I can understand your confidence, and that's all good and well.
Yep.
But there's a bucket load of experience over there between all of us, and it's actually nice just to stop and listen.
OK.
Yeah. I'm not enthusiastic about it.
I'm sorry about that. Yep.
the way you talk about it, we're expecting something, bam, yeah? And it's kind of...
Good, James. I'm sure you're great, fun guy, and that's great. But the big noting, if you're going to big note yourself, you better be bloody good. So it's a no from me. Thanks very much.
It's a no from me.
It's a no from me.
This isn't the South Australia the judges were hoping for. Perth is off and cooking, except for one.
Drama, I've left my pot behind. I will somehow find a pot.
No pot, no chance for Lei Ho.
I have everything else but pots.
Finally, Lei Ho catches a lucky break from a good Samaritan.
All right, I've got it. I'm going to win. So what I'll be eating will be a combination of flavours, Australian bush spices such as lemon myrtle, mixed with Oriental-style mushroom, fungus and enoki. It's going to turn out right. It'll be great. It tastes yummy.
I don't think you're the next MasterChef, but I'm really glad to have seen that
Thank
dish.
you so
Thanks for
much.
coming up.
Thank you.
This is a search for the best Perth has to offer. Making it through to the semi-finals will not be easy.
Sorry. Way too much garlic.
Those aren't restaurant quality.
I really don't want to insult it, but it just looks really pale and unappealing.
Did you taste that before you put that on the plate?
No, I haven't.
No. You have to taste everything. That sauce is vile.
I'm not going any further.
I just can't bring myself to eat it.
It's a no for MasterChef.
It's tough, but only the chosen few are going to go through, and I'm losing hope. I've seen
What's
one
going
so
on,
far.
Perth? Give
What's
me
happening?
something.
Yeah.
Give me something.
You're on the wrong show, mate.
The chance of a lifetime is passing Perth by.
This is probably the most stressful cooking situation I've ever been in.
Robert Ford's one of the youngest contenders here. Just 18, but his plans are grand.
I always wanted to be good at something. I wasn't that good at maths. I was okay at sport, but I was never the best. Music I tried at, but I actually think that I can put up a fight with food.
It's a long, painful walk, isn't it?
Through here?
From the door, yeah.
Wasn't that bad.
Yeah, OK.
Brilliant.
Right, come on, smart ass.
Yeah.
Get all that stuff on the bench. So tell us, what are you cooking?
This is something I made myself. It's sort of inspired by chili mussels, but it's got shallots, leek, cherry tomatoes with a wine and stock broth sort of thing.
Have you cut your finger?
Yeah, but I'm right.
You taking the top off it?
No, just a chunk out of the side.
Just a chunk out of the side.
I'll be right. I can just put it in this and cook.
No, hang on. Just relax. We'll fix it.
Nurse George.
You'll be able to move on. Calm down. Take a deep breath. Yeah. Relax. Hang on. No, I'm not finished yet.
Yeah.
George, is the rest of the finger in the parsley?
Hey?
I'll get rid of that parsley.
Yeah, there it is.
Let's have a look.
We've got the top of the finger.
Nice.
There it is. Let me chop them for you, because I don't want you to cut your finger off again.
Tell us about that soup you've got on. What's in it?
Julienne, some leek.
Yeah.
Brunoise, some shallots, and just quartered some cherry tomatoes, sautéed them, sweated them off. Then I added...
Only joking.
I'm doing a pasta dish that I've been cooking for a fair few years. Lots of cream. Secret ingredient, sweet chili sauce. Changes the whole flavour of the meal.
But would our judges be as daring as our daredevil chef?
Hey!
How are we going?
How are you, mate?
Good.
Reese, isn't it?
Reese.
We're ingredients, mate. We're not going to eat that.
I've got myself a pasta dish.
So what's in there?
Some bacon, diced bacon, shallots, salt and pepper, and some garlic. And then I've just chucked in some cream, and we're just going to add some cheese as well and some sweet chili sauce.
Right. Ooh.
So do you know what this... Sorry,
What was that? Sweet chili sauce?
Sweet chili sauce.
Are you joking me or what?
Secret ingredient.
Do you have lots of late nights or something? Because that sounds like a midnight, midnight. Man, I'm really hungry. Let's have sweet chili sauce and cream. What do we got? All in the one pan.
Hey, it is tasty. Look at that.
So you've taken this dish has a name. This is like a fettuccine alfredo, one of the great Italian dishes out of the US. Yeah.
I tend to call it feta crimchi because it's just a whole bunch of all the words mixed up in the name. Are you brave? Soldier.
Go on, son. You can do it. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, it's beautifully overcooked pasta with loads of cream. Loads of cream. Did I mention lots of cream?
No, I reckon
loads of cream.
It needs more cream.
But so, I'd give you 3 for effort. And 1, and that's being generous on the flavour.
1 for...
One for flavour.
What's amazing about this dish is you've managed to get the pasta the same texture as the cream sauce. So it all kind of blurs into one kind of soft, gooey mush in your mouth, which is, hard to do, very hard to do, and these two guys would be hard-pressed to do that. Couldn't. The kind of thing about a dish like this is it kind of doesn't matter if we don't like it. If you and your mates like it and you cook it for them, that's fantastic. A little secret guilty pleasure.
All right, what can I say?
Reese, the verdict from the line is definitely a no for MasterChef.
All right, thanks, guys.
See you later.
Right, thanks, Reese.
Have a nice life.
Away I go.
You know what, though? There are restaurants that serve that.
I'm here to become Australia's first MasterChef. What you see is what you get. I didn't have enough money to book my ticket to come down and join MasterChef. So I did a little baking drive and sold 40 cakes to raise enough money. I've made it. Look where I am.
Cakes got Katie to Brisbane. She's hoping her chicken salad will get her to Sydney.
We'll see how we go.
Katie.
Room service.
Were you doing a little dance for us
Yes,
over
I
there?
was doing a little
Come on, do
dance.
us a little dance here.
Get
That's
down
it.
today. Right, let's see.
Now, get cooking.
So where have you come? Where have you come?
Cairns.
You've come from Cairns down to Brisbane.
Yes. Actually, I didn't have enough money, so I had a little bake-off.
How much did you raise in the bake-off?
$200.
Wow.
Fantastic. That's
Yeah,
great.
it went really well. So today we've got penne Caesar rigate and a coconut cake.
So what's in there? You've got lots of shredded cos lettuce.
Yes, it is.
And then you've got penne pasta, you've got chicken, is that right? Or is
Yes,
that
that's
bacon?
correct.
Chicken,
No, there is
bacon,
chicken and bacon
anchovies.
today. Do you like my mayonnaise?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Actually, it actually reminds me of the Opera House.
Amazing. Oh, thanks.
Thank you so much for bringing your personality down from Cairns.
Thank you.
It always makes food taste much better when it's served by someone who actually gives something of themselves. Thank you.
I feel the pressure. But that's
mean,
okay.
isn't it?
Do you want the verdict?
Sure.
I'll be honest with you, the salad doesn't appeal to my taste at all. There's too much lettuce, cold pasta, it's overcooked, really strong mustard flavour, and it doesn't work so good. So thanks very much, but no.
Well, thanks very much.
Thanks very much, but it's a no from me.
Thank you.
Look, I really like that coconut cake. Go back and start yourself a baking business because you've obviously got great touch with baking, and that if you can sell $200 worth of cakes to get down here, you should be able to keep that going as business.
Very admirable.
But it's
Thanks
fantastic
very
stuff,
much.
and thank you so much for coming in.
I've had housemates that tend to bring home bits of roadkill, and it's usually me that gets to cook it. So they said you should go down and try and cook real food for a change. So here I am.
Nick Wilkerman has made his first ever trip to the city. He's here to show off his bush cooking skills.
I work as an adventure guide, so I do a lot of rock climbing and hiking work, all that kind of thing. And so a lot of my cooking is done on fires or in camp ovens, on little stoves. So this is all a bit foreign, just going from that kind of thing to the fine dining.
What are you cooking today then?
Cooking a chicken jolly. It's a big piece of breast chicken, I suppose. I like the actress, that's the only parallel I can draw. Did come from the supermarket, this one, I'm happy to say.
All right. Now, are you ready to put a few of those things on your trolley?
Yep.
What's with the woolly hat, mate? It's like 30 degrees outside.
Yeah, it keeps the hair out of my eyes. I'm in the middle of a stupid bet to see who can grow their hair for the longest.
So what have you got?
It's called a chicken jolly, named after the actress.
Chicken jolly.
Yeah, it's chicken breast. It's infused with white wine and it's served with fettuccine, parmesan, avocado and almonds.
What do you do, Nick?
Yeah, I was about to go into that. I actually work as an adventure guide and I spend months at a time out in the bush.
So do you fish? Do you shoot?
Try to. I don't. Generally, I'm just the cook.
But just like these guys, they cook and they send people out to go and get stuff.
That's right. Yeah,
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
Good way to have it.
So if you're cooking, where else do you get your ingredients from?
Eating the odd bit of roadkill.
Sorry?
Eating the odd bit of kangaroo that's been retrieved from the side of a road.
I'm eternally suspicious now of anything that you cook.
You're the food critic.
I was going to have a rock off if you like. I won't be
Do we rock off? Actually, paper, rock, scissors it. Do you want it?
Ready?
Gary!
Oh.
Enjoy.
Oh, hang on. Oh, no!
Oh, that must have been on the chicken.
No! Record-breaking hair?
Oh! What's that?
The thought of eating your hair has really put me off. But thanks for having a go.
Thank you, mate.
Pleasure, thank you.
Anybody got a question? You're all good?
Said one dish, I see two plates.
What do you mean?
There's a plate here and a plate here. Can you do two dishes?
Would you plate up food on the plate that raw pork's been on?
There's soap and water underneath the bottom.
Is it hot, soapy water? Don't ask silly questions, yeah?
No.
One dish.
Chili.
Can be entree or main?
Can be anything you want. And just so you know, we're looking at the top 20 today. And based on this challenge and everything else that you've done this week, that's how we, as judges, will make the decision.
This is the most important dish you'll ever cook in your life. Cook like the world's watching. Cook like no one's watching. Make it happen. This is it.
Okay, good luck, everybody. Your 30 minutes starts now.
Immediately, I was like a chessboard player.
I just tried to find something as simple as I could, as fast as I could.
Take your time, have a look at what's there, concentrate and come up with something good.
Gary, I've done some wacky shit in my time, right? I'm not going to say I haven't. All right, I've cooked some weird stuff, but can I tell you, pork and chocolate and croutons,
it's a fine
Becky,
line, isn't it?
What's that all about?
Look, we've got a few desserts. There's a few people taking a chance.
Eggy bread, some people...
Eggy bread, yeah. And that's our vegetarian, isn't it? You know, she's decided to do something different. You know who I'm worried about? Is Robert. He's gone off a bit. He's trying to do an apple charlotte, which is a classic sort of English-French dessert. Dry bread. He's got chocolate in the pan. He's got apples in the pan.
Yeah, I smelled the chocolate was burnt as well.
It's not going to eat well, and I think he may have stuffed this one up completely. Yeah. You have 10 minutes to go. So, Brent, he's been walking a fine line. He's managed to get through on each line.
I wonder if there's any sweat in his dish.
I'm in control of my nerves right now. I'm really comfortable being here. I'm trying to do my pork well, and I actually used to char it to finish it off, to give it an extra smoky flavour and a lift it'll be totally different for everybody else.
I'm worried about Aaron. He's been a bit clever, actually. Let's see if he can pull that off, you know?
I was going to put something out there that was just, you know, visually exciting and also quite tasty as well.
I was near Aaron and I decided to place myself next to him because I thought that that he's got a different angle and he's probably relatively easy to psych.
They were all competitors and we're all here to win the title. You know, there's not 49 MasterChefs or 32 or 16. There's one. So I mean, you've got to take it seriously.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, guys. Tools down. Put your pans down. Leave your plates alone. Time's up. Well done.
This was the last hurrah. This is the last chance to get into the top 20.
So on the menu, that's going to read pork sandwich with chocolate, is it?
No, pork medallions.
So pork medallions with chocolate.
I came up with this because I imagine the flavours. I don't eat pork regularly, but I have had it. And I imagined like the nice velvety dark chocolate with the white meat would have gone quite well. I've got a good imagination.
That's still a bit sweet, and so you do get that sense of like biting into picking a chocolate out of your selection box, and it's not filled with orange cream, and it's filled with, you know, crunchy
that
pork.
Doesn't take your fancy to like pick a pork chocolate out of the box?
Let me think about that for about half a second and go, no, probably not. If we were sitting in a restaurant and that comes up, you know, there would be 1 in 100 diners who would go, you are a genius. But there'd be about 85 diners who'd run screaming from the door, going, oh my God, I can't get it, because it's quite a radical idea. That's great. If you'd had the confidence to do that, and we'd be going, you're a genius.
Lucas, could you use that as a little putter?
You would struggle.
It's very petite.
Absolutely on the money.
You look disappointed.
I am. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, you've really undercooked it.
Andre.
George.
You good? What have you got in there? You've made a pocket, yeah?
I did make a pocket, yeah. I think that I've slightly overused some of the flavours in there because I don't think I should have, sort of like a salsina on top, but I don't think
Are you telling me that you've overused it, or?
I
because you're creating an image in my head now, yeah?
Okay. Well,
You can try and bullshit me if you like, you know what I mean? Don't have to always,
Yeah,
you
but
know.
I'm not,
Okay. Okay.
How do you think it compares to Andre's next door? Very different, two different dishes?
Yeah, it's a different dish. I mean, if I had to compare it, I'd say this is a more sort of French traditional style, like classic pairings as opposed to an Italian-themed dish. It was a bit interesting. I mean, I've never really been in that situation, and you're also careful. You don't want to tread on his toes and say, oh, yeah, his dish was crap.
Yeah, what do you think, Andre?
That looks dry.
But it isn't dry, you know, it's not bad.
Yeah. Andre thought it was dry and probably got put back in his place by Gary, who said no, it was very moist.
Robert, how you feeling?
I'm pretty nervous, actually.
So what have you done, mate?
I've attempted an apple charlotte, even though I've never...
Apple charlotte, yeah.
Never read the recipe or practiced it. I just thought what I've seen on TV, I could maybe put it together and create something like that.
Apple, caramelised apple.
I thought, you know, may as well take a risk. I thought everyone else would be doing the pork. I just thought I'd go for it. They're all pretty speechless. I got the shortest review out of anyone there, I think.
Do you think it was a wise thing to do?
Just absolutely devastated that I've been so stupid. I want to prove to myself that I can pursue things if my heart really lies there, you know.
Give me 3 other things you could have done just now, off the top of your head. 3 other things you could have done that would be better than this.
My first opinion was to cut the apples into wedges, layer them out, caramelise them, but not with too much sugar, do the pork, and then make a mayonnaise with the egg, the olive oil, the egg yolk.
Okay, just stop there, because you've answered a big question, but you've also... I think everyone here will sit around and go, why didn't you do that dish? Because that's a crazy, crazy thing to do.
Yeah.
Brent.
Chef.
Explain to me, you've got pork chop, you've got apples, you stewed they look. Is that right?
Correct.
Tad sweet.
How did you cook the apple?
Water and sugar in the pan.
There's something else in there. Tastes like butane or something.
It's butane. Trick for young players, I guess.
Horrid.
When it got unceremoniously dropped on the side of my plate after being rolled around, one of Australia's finest food critics' mouths.
Yeah, no, that's horrid.
Yep. It's pretty disheartening, and I just thought I've worked so hard so far, I'm exhausted, and I felt I may have failed another challenge, and this was the big one. Thank you.
I am supposed to make the dish that I would put on a future restaurant menu.
So, Aaron, you're going to do something wacky for us?
No, sure. I'm just doing a modern version of coq au vin.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's coq au vin?
Coq au vin is chicken with a mushroom, red wine, reduction sauce.
Instead of presenting it as a stew, it's presented on a plate with a potato puree and...
Yep.
A lot of flavour going on there. Because normally coq au vin is a very, very rich dish in itself. Lots of red wine.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Cheers, thanks.
Okay. In the first 15 minutes, I knew I was going to struggle, as I just couldn't get the flavour in the stock going. I'm trying to get the chicken cooking through the stock, and I'm trying to get the flavours there so it's really not water with this subtle stock taste through it. As I'm walking, I'm looking at my dish, and the presentation is probably the best around in the competition.
Tell me what you've cooked.
I've done my modern spin of coq au vin.
Aaron was the most confident in his dish. Well, at least you thought so.
I know straight away that I've fumbled the challenge.
What I admire in you is that you're very creative. It's very pretty. There's a lightness of touch. You're careful with how you think about it. But you say it's a coq au vin, it's not a coq au vin. Yeah. You know, if you read what a coq au vin is, it's a big, rustic, French dish by origin. There's mushrooms, there's bacon. It's a farmer's dish. What you've got is a red wine poached chicken. It's dry.
I understand why they gave me a rollicking, because I overextended myself.
Cooking's about building blocks. You need to build those blocks gently. And sometimes going too far forward, you'll end up with problems like this.
That doesn't deliver, that doesn't deliver, that doesn't deliver, that doesn't deliver. It looks nice, but we don't eat food for looks, yeah? So that's a miss for me.
I just couldn't keep up with the time that was going on, and for that my dish suffered quite badly.
You guys all set up. We're just getting the beef now. All right. Salmon, tuna, and beef. We had eye fillet on our list. We had a beautiful chunk of eye fillet ready to roll. I turned around to go get my tuna because I need to sear my tuna and my salmon. Turned around, it's disappeared. Now, have you got your beef? Right. I'm starting to tear the place apart, looking high and low for my beef. I need my beef. It's not there. I know. Someone's picked it up and I thought I saw it over here. I see over in the corner the red team huddle being shown how to do their beef. I had my station set, mate. Give it back. Now, I accused them of nicking my beef, which probably wasn't the smartest thing because it's 4-1 and Trev's standing there going, it's not your beef. I'm like, yeah, sweet, no worries, dude. So I go looking for more meat because we can't do this without it. Excuse me, Sam. Chef, could I have Sam, please? I think our beef has been removed from here because I haven't touched it.
OK, guys, you got 5 minutes. You know that, don't you?
Please go and help Brent look for his beef fillet. Julia, if you can't find it in the next 5 minutes...
Take it off the menu. Have any of you guys seen our beef? No.
Your what?
Beef, no. Sammy, beef is off the menu.
Beef's off the menu?
Yep.
Julia, can you please go to speak to Lucas and Josh?
Tell them that, yep. Yep.
I feel responsible for the beef goes missing because, you know, I'm responsible for the whole performance of the team.
Beef's off the menu?
Has to be.
Why is that? What happened?
We have misplaced our beef fillet.
Okay.
So
you don't know where it's gone?
Got no idea where it's gone. I know it was on our tray when we brought it downstairs. You know, in a situation like this, if you haven't got it, you can't serve it to the customer. Don't even offer it to them. Time for service was about to come up, so put our trust in one another to deliver and win. There's a bigger prize than a piece of missing beef.
Was the food getting up on time?
We did run out of a few things and we coped with what we had, so...
There was a problem, there was a saga with beef. What happened?
Yeah, our beef went missing.
Went missing. Does anyone know about this beef saga?
I'm stepping up to this because I actually took the beef. I didn't steal it, and I completely accept that.
Did you know it was their beef?
I had no idea it was their beef.
Who was in charge of the beef dish?
It was Brent.
Brent was in charge of the beef?
I've carried the tray down, yes.
This is your dish. You'd been delegated responsibility for the beef?
It was part of his station, yeah.
Don't cover up your team. You're just covering them up, right? So he's responsible. You're going into a service, you need the food.
Please reveal.
Yeah, that's all, folks.
So I haven't really cooked game before, so I can't wait.
I've never cooked a rabbit before, but I also know that most people haven't.
Now, Chris had 5 minutes in the pantry. You will have 1 minute each.
Oh! I cannot see how I'm going to go in there and come out with anything other than the rabbit in 1 minute.
Sam, your turn in the pantry.
Most of what I needed was veggies, garlic, onion, tomato, basil, that sort of stuff. Italian flavours. Oh, come on.
OK, Sam, time's up.
Oh, that sucks.
1 minute in there is not enough time to find what you're looking for.
I got 6 ingredients and I really, really needed 10.
Everything's changed around. I couldn't see anything.
Where's the garlic?
Eggs. Halfway through, I didn't even have one ingredient on my platter.
I am just trying to remember every core piece of what I was on about and still keep the abundance of food together. So I was just grabbing produce left, right and centre.
Jenny, your time's up.
Coming.
Jenny.
Coming.
The dish I decided to make is leg of rabbit with citrus caramelised leek and balsamic reduction. Back in the Renaissance period, a lot of dishes were rich and using citrus.
You're ahead of time. You don't need any more time?
No. Okay. Keep you intrigued.
I butchered the rabbit quite quickly, chopped off all the legs, deboned the carcass and pulled everything out.
I was worried about you because you didn't take many ingredients out of the pantry.
I wanted to keep it really, really simple.
Yeah.
Like, I just want maybe 4 things on the plate, all complementing each other.
Are you using all parts of the rabbit?
No, I only want to use the 2 front legs.
Which is the most tender part of the rabbit?
It's up the top, underneath the breast.
The front legs work the hardest.
Hence a bit tougher.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Lots of other bits of rabbit there. You might want to have a think about that. Linda, what are you doing there? You're making some sort of tomato
I'm
puree?
pureeing tomatoes. I'm going to make a tomato foam. It's an inventive challenge. That's what you invent to do, invent something that you've never made before. It's going to be a very refreshing thing to the rabbit.
You're going to roast, you're going to fry, you're going to...
I'm going to make most likely a terrine or something along those lines.
What is Linda doing?
Head tomato and basil, great flavours, but can I tell you, I'm a bit concerned.
She said actually to me, she said tomato foam.
Yeah.
And what she's done is a creamy tomato mousse. Well, what's in there now?
We have rabbit, kidneys, rabbit liver. It didn't have all the ingredients of a terrine.
I don't understand where you're going with it. How are you going to...
I'm working on that at the moment.
Right. OK, so we'll come back and find out.
Aaron, please come forward.
It's exceptionally important I stay out of the bottom 3. I was in the bottom on the chicken challenge. In fact, I lost the chicken challenge.
What have you done?
Leg of rabbit with citrus caramelised leek and a balsamic reduction.
Nothing wrong with putting 3 ingredients on the plate, but they've got to be smashing. The leg is well overcooked. I can't taste any orange. All I can taste is burnt bits.
OK.
Your 5-year-old could cook better than that.
There is no way on the planet I'm going to be in the top 3.
We have a trancha of rabbit with pesto crumbs and a tomato foam.
Congratulations on achieving what I think you've set out to achieve, which is to deliver something that does look like a dessert. It's very big within Europe. For the joke to really work, it has to taste delicious. That doesn't quite achieve that.
That is horrible.
When someone mentions that your food is horrible, you definitely know you're in the bottom 3.
Michelle.
Yes.
You did want mushrooms, didn't you?
Well, I thought it's a change for me.
So what are you cooking for us?
So I'm just doing marinated tofu with shiitake mushroom.
Yep.
With some ginger rice and braised bok choy.
All right, best of luck. Thank you.
When they come to my station, they nod their head and they walk off. I hope they're enjoying the flavours, I don't like no comment, I'd prefer something.
OK, Kate, tell us what you're cooking and why.
Stir-fried mushrooms with vegetables and rice noodles.
And what sauces did you pick?
I've got soy sauce and oyster sauce.
Familiar with those or not?
I don't eat Chinese food.
You don't eat Chinese food?
I don't.
Everybody eats Chinese food. So do you cook Chinese food at all for anybody?
No.
You don't?
I've cooked Thai before. I don't cook Chinese.
Yeah, you can't rely on those desserts all the time, you know
I know.
that. Good?
I'm really worried about being in the bottom 3 today. This is definitely outside of my comfort zone, and I think that there's probably a lot more people here that understand these flavours better than I do today, so I'm seriously worried at the moment.
OK, guys, you've got 30 minutes to go.
Half an hour left to go. I'm contemplating just doing a different dish because this is not good.
Right, Sam.
Yes.
Tell us what you're cooking.
Rice paper rolls served 2 ways. There's fresh rice paper rolls, which have bamboo shoot, carrot, spring onion, tofu, and shiitake mushrooms. And then I'm also going with the same mixture. I'm going to deep fry them as well. So you're going to get the fresh way and then the cook way.
Any sort of dipping sauce or anything that
Yes, you're going to just get a ginger, sesame oil, and dark soy dipping sauce.
OK. All right. Best of luck, Sam.
Thanks. I think I might have chosen the wrong dish.
It's a tasty dish. I've made it as pretty as possible. I hope it's enough for the judges today.
Tell me what you've got.
Marinated tofu with a duo of mushrooms, baby bok choy, and ginger rice.
I'm disappointed in the presentation. You know, I don't like, Pac-Man made out of slices of ginger.
Food should fall on the plate like autumn leaves, like, God dropped them down there. They weren't manufacturally placed on there, that they look like, they've come off a conveyor belt.
I'm looking at this dish, the first thing I see is these huge, great chunks of mushrooms, which aren't particularly attractive in terms of making you want to eat it. If you want to stay here, you've got to do more than that.
I wouldn't say I'm dreading the moment. I'm preparing myself for their criticism.
What is the dish? Tell me what it is.
Shiitake mushroom and tofu rice paper rolls with a ginger, soy, and sesame oil sauce.
When you first bring the dish up, it looks nice. It looks nice and fresh, but there's nothing in there that makes me want to go for a second bite. And that is not one of those dipping sauces that you want to keep dunking back into. And it has to be at this stage of the competition.
Sam, an hour to make these?
You've got some talent, and that's a shocking dish. When you get a really, really gooey bit, where the rice paper's got all gelatinous and claggy, yeah, and there's a lot of that there, and the tofu doesn't help, because that's got the same gelatinous clagginess.
All right.
I reckon you're probably in amongst the worst dishes I've tried today with that.
Walked away from that thinking, I've taken a massive step backwards in this competition.
The next dish to be tasted belongs to Kate.
What's the dish?
Stir-fried mushrooms with Chinese broccoli and water chestnuts with rice noodles.
I'll tell you straight, I think it's crap. You've taken beautiful mushrooms and spoiled them.
What does food mean to you?
I just gave up my 4th year of law school to come here, so...
Look at the dish, go back to your station, taste it, work out what you would have done better, and tonight, go home and read every Chinese cookbook you can to get an understanding of what those flavours are.
I've never been told in my life that anything I've done before is crap. I've never felt like so much of a failure in my life than I did at that point.